Hi, friends. It's me, your fave. So, if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. If you're new around these parts, hi, my name is B. Welcome. It's a hella late. I wanted to get some content done because it's been a while. I have been super busy. These past couple of days have just been really running me crazy. This weekend was really long. I had a passing in the family. So, again, like I've been trying to tell y'all, I haven't been staying as consistent as I want to, as I've been, like as the past couple of weeks leading up. And I mean, except for the previous week or so. Just because I've just been having a lot going on. So while I had time to steal some time, I definitely want to jump in with just like a collective. So we're gonna do that. This is gonna be a surprise to y'all, just like it's a surprise to me. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, just in case if I call any placements or anything like that. If it don't apply, let it fly. Okay, I'm gonna throw it up in the air. If it applies to your situation, catch it. Okay, and if it don't, then let the motherfucker drop by the wayside. Okay, nothing I say in these videos should trigger you or confuse you at any given moment. If you're watching any of these and you feel triggered, confused, or you're ending this video with more questions than you started, turn it off. Okay, maybe I'm not the reader for you, maybe this isn't the video for you, or maybe now just isn't the time to be trying to get messages. I'm only issuing messages that give you confirmation and clarity. Do I need to say that again? I'm only giving messages that give you confirmation and clarity. Okay, so again, if you leave and end this video with anything less than confirmation and or clarity, result back to the statements I just gave. Okay, so yeah, drop down below in the description box. If you want to find me on other platforms, you can book a personal reading through my other platforms and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Like, share, subscribe, leave some comments, and yeah, okay. It is 11 o'clock at night. I'm finishing my coffee. Mind your business. I'm still going to go to sleep after this. It's okay. Coffee does not give me the jitters, but I will say this is like my first cup in a couple of days, so I am pretty up, but that's all right. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in with some oracles. I already was shuffling off camera, but I'm doing a quick little 1-2 shuffle right now. We have some frequency music playing in the background. So yeah, let's see what we have going on, okay? Now give me something for the collective. What do we need to know at this time? What do we need to know at this time? What do we need to know at this time for the collective? Adjacent possibilities. The thinking woman is here. So this is already a good time to remember that again, the possibilities are endless. Doors are always, always, always opening. Okay. Sixth chakra card, Archangel Metatron. Metatron. Which is funny, is because the sixth chakra is the third eye chakra. I do have third eye frequency music playing right now. So I think that is not a coincidence. Give me two more cards. Second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. So creativity, kundalini energy. Last card here, we do have the crown chakra. Okay, the chakras are out pretty prominent as of right now. Bottom of the deck, we have the magician and the mirror. Okay, overall energy, bottom of the hand card being the magician and the mirror. I will say, right, make sure this is on. I will say, with the bottom of the hand card being the overall energy, it's really important to remember that you are, for one, the magician, right? And then the mirror card makes me feel like not only remember that you're a magician, but remember that your life really is a reflection of your inner world. Whatever is going on externally can sometimes be a direct reflection. I said sometimes because it should go without saying, but there's going to be someone in the crevices and the cracks of the world watching this video and goes, well, what about me? Because I have this type of situation. Depending on circumstances, your direct external world is directly connected to your internal world, right? Excluding situations like finances, or well, some finances can sort of apply. Roll with me, right? Finances, home shit, family drama, baby daddy, baby mama drama, like certain stuff like that obviously is outside of your control. But a lot of your reality is directly tied to your inner world. Going back to what, right? We do have the adjacent possibilities card here. And then we do have thinking woman right next to it. Thinking woman, you don't necessarily have to be a feminine energy. You can be a man. The card's energy is just the card's energy. For me, the only difference between the thinking man and the thinking woman in this card, well, in this deck, is that the thinking woman often looks stressed. When I look at her and I look at this card, it also always looks very stressed. She looks very overwhelmed. She looks like she hasn't gotten any rest. She looks like her mind is her worst enemy. But you also have adjacent possibilities down here at the bottom of the deck. So the fact that the bottom of the hand card is Magician in the Mirror makes me reminded again that the possibilities are endless, right? I tell people all the time, if you're gonna be in your mind and be a overthinker and you just overly worried, overly stressed, overly in your mind all the time, at least make it fucking comfortable. At least make it a nice place to be at. You know what I'm saying? You ever spend so much time in your mind and you kicking yourself while you down? That's a horrible place to be. You already in your mind, trapped in your brain all the time. Your brain, your mind is running a mile a minute. Can you at least think happy thoughts? Can you at least think some kind shit? Can you at least think some something that can help? You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of the magician in the mirror, right? A part of believing in your own magic is understanding that again, you can co-create with God, you can co-create with the universe or whoever you pray to. Manifestation is real. But also being mindful of how your words and how your thoughts also influence what's being reflected in that mirror, right? When a mirror is what? Your reflection. When you look in the mirror, you see you looking back at it. So if the world is a mirror of your internal reality, what is your reality outside externally, right? Telling you about your internal. Are you always negative? Are you always pessimistic? Are you a glass half empty type of person? Are you a Eeyore mindset type of motherfucker? I don't like them types. You ever meet a Eeyore minded motherfucker? Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh was one of my favorite people, but as I grew older, kind of became one of my favorite, like least favorite characters. Right? When I was little, I loved Eeyore because it was just like, oh my god, friend, you don't look horrible today. A piano's not gonna fall on your head. You're so loved. And as I got older, it started to be like, damn, can you ever think anything positive? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever be around them type of people? Yeah, I'm sure that those clouds are gonna rain on me today, and I'll probably catch a flat tire on the way to work, and life always happens to me. And those people typically have always a lot going on. And it's no coincidence that you always have a lot going on or you always have something to complain about because you're probably always attracting things to complain about, considering that you're always complaining. You're probably always subconsciously or unconsciously looking for something to complain about. So if this isn't your energy, just be mindful of people like that. Right? Again, the magician in the mirror, even if this isn't your energy person watching for my collective, hanging around people like this is still the same. You want to know why your morale down and why your energy is so shitty at work? Probably because you keep entertaining and interacting with people who got shitty energy every time they come into the workplace. Or probably because you still at this dead end job with that has shitty energy because in your mind you feel like you can't get another opportunity, right? The opportunities are endless. That's why I love the adjacent possibilities card. You see this door open at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? There's a door open down here. There's a door open here and all around here, right? Like, so it's kind of giving again, the possibilities are endless. You can co-create with God, with Yahweh, with Allah, with the universe, with the Orishas, with whomever you pray to, whomever you insert name or deity or entity here, right? Anything can happen. Are you reminding yourself of that? Right, thinking woman? Or are your thoughts negative? Are your thoughts draining you, disempowering you, or are they empowering you to understand that you can keep going? You know, I see this in a lot of instances. Like I said, you probably, oh, I just hate this job. I feel so drained every time I go. But then you keep telling yourself, well, I got to stick it out of this job because I don't know who else gonna hire me. Well, you don't know until you try. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe put a little positivity in the air that somebody is gonna hire you. Oh, I can't stand staying in this neighborhood, but I don't really have a choice. You do have a choice. Are you telling yourself you don't have a choice? Or are you empowering yourself and motivating yourself to say, child, I have, look, the choices are endless. Hello, amen. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are endless. The choices are endless. You just gotta throw a rock and pick whichever one it land on. But it depends on your thought process. So for my collective, again, what it seems like you need to be knowing right now is your thought process is what's gonna make or break your manifestations. Your thought process is what's gonna make or break your prayers. Right? Let's take it biblically for a moment. Again, God said you either gonna stress or you gonna pray, but you can't do either. And if you're gonna pray about it, you gotta check your attitude as you wait for what it is you're praying for. So again, maybe you are praying for it. Maybe you are trying to manifest something. And maybe you keep telling yourself the possibilities are endless, but before you lay your pretty little head down at night, what are you telling yourself about what you just prayed for? Sometimes we decline our own blessings in the same breath right after we just prayed for it. Oh God, please bless me with a new house and a bigger car because my children are just getting so big and we can't fit into this little bitty Ford. And as soon as you get done with all that good, beautiful, juicy prayer, you lay your head down and in the back of your mind, you get to telling yourself, I'll never get that car. I can't afford it. I'll never afford it. How am I gonna ever get this car? You just prayed. You just had such a beautiful prayer, and to go right behind yourself and go, that's such. I'm just wasting my time. I don't even know how I'm gonna afford. I can't afford the car that I have now. That God didn't ask you shit. He didn't ask you none of that, and nobody asked you any of that. I can't afford to get a new house. God, please bless me with this new job. And then tomorrow you gonna go apply for the job and then tell yourself as you walking out that motherfucker, they not finna interview me. I don't even, oh, so, you know what I'm saying? I don't even, my resume ain't even, right? Like, so be careful with that. I just saw 1212 also on my time stamp. So that could be maybe an angel number for somebody. Again, coming down to the chakras, I'll go in order from lowest to highest. We do have the sacral chakra, Archangel Ariel. We have the third eye chakra, Archangel Metatron, and we have the crown chakra with Archangel Uriel. I'm not gonna lie. This sacral chakra being here with the other two, the highest two, right? It's not enough to just watch your thinking and to just watch how positive, right? Though I said, are your thoughts disempowering you or are they empowering you? Right? It's one thing to feel like woe is me, and it's another thing to empower yourself, right? But this also makes me feel like getting creative too in how you're like doing this. Sacral chakra is a very creative energy. It is a very birth of something new energy. The sacral chakra, as women, it's also ruled by the womb, right? Kundalini energy, sexual, sensual energy, right? But getting creative in your manifestations, how are you focusing on getting these manifestations together? But how are you also being creative in it, right? How are you creatively keeping yourself in an empowered energy in order to really keep moving forward? Because that helps also. Visualization, manifestation is one of my favorite things because I can literally just like meditate and come up visually with whatever, and I can get my most creative with it because I'm like concocting it through my mind's eye. The more I do it and the longer I kind of fester it kind of shoots out of my crown. If you know, you know. The girls who are advanced at meditating understand, right? But it kind of starts at the base, the root chakra, right? Being grounded in that, being secure, feeling secure, and knowing that this is what I want. The sacral chakra is now asking for you to get creative on that, right? The third eye chakra is saying again, can you envision it? What does it taste like? What does it feel like? What is that new car smell? You know what I'm saying? Envision that. Envision yourself driving in this new car. You are behind the wheel of it. It's not no more. It's not. Um beneficial. It's not enough to just pray about it and then again now after you pray you say, okay, thank you God for the new apartment and the new job and God, I really 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 want this new car and some new shoes, amen. And then you go right after that and be like, now how the fuck am I gonna afford any of that? I can't afford any of that. I can't afford the shoes I got. I can't afford no new shoes. Shit, I can't even afford gas in my car. How am I gonna afford a new car? How am I gonna afford some new? But it's not enough to just do that. Pray for it. Really visualize it. See yourself getting these things, right? Envision yourself opening up that shoebox. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What the apartment smell like once you get your furniture in there and you light your incense and your candles and you get all your smell goods, right? Envision yourself behind this car. Envision yourself first day of work. What does it feel like? How do you want to feel with your coworkers? How do you want to make your coworkers feel? Do you like your boss? What is the rapport between that conversation, right? And it's like the more you do that, the more you can like bring it to your crown in order to bring it into your reality, right? Magician in the mirror. We're manifesting and things are reflecting. What is manifested is being reflected right now, but your inner world is also being reflected too. So be very, very mindful of that. If you feel like doors aren't going to open for you, they're not. And if you tell yourself that doors are going to open for you and that doors open all the time for you, doors love to open for you because it ain't a door, it ain't a room that you walk in that don't got something in there intentional for you, then doors will just start opening up for you. Before you know it, you have all type of new shit. You get 3 new job offers. God, I just all asked you for one. God, I just asked you for one. I didn't know you was gonna bless me with 3. But you see what happens when you stay positive? You see what happens when you no longer see the glass at half empty and you start seeing the glass as half full. You see what happens when you get out of the Eeyore mentality of saying, "Oh, well, I know that this is gonna happen. What the worst is gonna be. Well, I know they're not gonna call me back for an interview. I know I'm not gonna get approved for the house. I know they're not gonna give me the new." But if you put a little positivity into your life, if you put a little love into your life, if you get a little creative with what your manifestations is and how you're envisioning them, you will actually be quite shocked at how fast things can like turn around for you. 47 keeps coming to me at the top of this card. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So again, how can you keep your thoughts in alignment with what you want to happen? That was a revelation I just had for myself over the weekend. Right? I had to give myself a little pep talk. That's why I said you heard me at the beginning to say this weekend was long. I'm actually happy it's over, bitch. I'm so happy it's Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bitch just threw me a loop. But again, I had to tell myself the same thing. I'm laying in the bed on Saturday, in the right mind. I mean on Friday in the right mind to try to act like I'm feeling depressed. Child, I had to get myself right on up, and I had to have a very divine talk with myself in the shower about like, well, wait a minute. Sitting around moping and feeling sad ain't gonna help you. Get up. Get up. Shake that off. Stop trying to be negative. Stop speaking it over you. I just feel so sad. I'm talking about I just really had it bad. I was sick of myself come Friday night. I said, bitch, hold the fuck up. Bitch, get up. Get up. Stand up. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. Because again, talking negative over your life when you already feel bad isn't gonna help. Kicking yourself while you're down does not help. If you already moody over the relationship, turn off the love songs. Turn off Mariah Carey, We Belong Together, bitch. That's not gonna help you feel better. If you already stressed about life and these new possibilities or you want some new manifestations to come, then speak life into them. Think positively about them. How can your thoughts also be in alignment again with what you want to happen? It's so easy to go after the interview and to do the application, and in your mind you go, oh well, well, I know they're not gonna call me. Yeah, I just I just, they're gonna I'm not qualified enough. It's so easy to do that instead of get out of there and say, you know what, they're gonna call me back because they'd be a fool to not have me work there. They'd be a fool to not hire me because I'm a great worker. And if they don't hire me, it's what their loss. You see how a difference of energy that that's a total difference of energy. And you redirect yourself to more possibilities to say, okay, if I don't get that job, it's because it just wasn't in alignment with me. That wasn't the job I was meant to have. But they will call me back. I will get the new house. I will get the new apartment, even if I got to take some detours, even if it take a little bit longer than I was anticipating, even if maybe I had to goddamn do a little extra more work than I was hoping for to get it. I got it done. I got it done. It's done. It's handled, right? Give me a card on this adjacent possibilities. Give me a card on this adjacent possibilities. Seven of Cups is reversed on top of the adjacent possibilities. So again, for some of you, you aren't even trying to weigh up your options. Yeah, yeah. Four of Wands, right? You're not even weighing up the proper options. Four of Wands, here next to the Seven of Cups. Um, for some of you, again, you aren't weighing options up. Like for some of you, you need to put your eggs in several baskets. So again, if you are wanting new things, then put your eggs in different baskets. If you want new love, don't give the farm away for a smile. Don't put all your eggs and bet all your money on this one person that they are your person. No, you need to talk to them, talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to them two around the way, and may the best motherfucker win. Right? If you know you want a new job or you need a second job, don't just put all your skeletons in this basket and then hope that they call you back for the job. And then you like, oh, they didn't call me back for the job. Okay, they probably didn't call you back for the job, but apply for this job. They'll probably call you back, apply to that job, apply to that job, and apply to that job too. Someone's going to call you back. So for some of you, it's kind of like that. It's like you aren't exhausting all of the possibilities. It's like you exhaust maybe one or two and then feel like that, well, that should just be good. No. Don't just apply to one school, apply to a couple of schools. Don't apply to just one job, apply to a couple of jobs. Don't apply to just one apartment, apply to a couple of apartments. So that way, if they deny you, you still might have a little chance with this one. If you don't get into that program, you still might have a little chance with this one. But for some of you, yeah, you aren't really exhausting all of your options, and you're so in your head to where intuitively you're not following your gut. You're thinking, overly thinking about it, so you're not doing what's in alignment with you, or you're missing out on what could be in alignment with you. Give me something for this thinking woman. Yeah, ultimately, right, for the collective, it seems like whatever this is that you're thinking super hard about, it has to tie into what makes you happy. So again, you're looking for satisfaction. You want happiness, whether it be a job that makes you happy, a relationship that makes you happy, friends that make you happy, the car of your dreams, the home of your dreams, the career of your dreams, the job of your dreams, right? But it's given, put a couple of, like, again, you need to exhaust all options. Okay, you need to be juggling a couple of things. Again, if you want new love and you just like, oh, I'm so tired of being single, okay, cool, date around. I tell people that all the time. I kind of low key be a little irritated when I meet people and they act like, oh, I don't want to do that. I just want to meet my one person and stuff. Date around. You don't even know what you like, and you'll never just meet one. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna keep exhausting yourself, feeling like, oh, I'm tired of going back to the drawing board. I'm tired of telling people what my favorite color is. Well, you wouldn't have to do that if you kept you a couple. You need to keep you about 4, 5. Three, if you feel like that's a little too much. Cool. Get you three motherfuckers that you think you could tolerate and rotate them out. Cause one of them gonna take itself out, right? The trash take themselves out. So I mean, obviously, if you're dealing with one person and the trash take itself out, now you back with nobody. Now you back at square one, and you got to go back to, so what your favorite color is. If what the trash take itself out on one, you at least got you two more in the tuck where you like, okay, let me see what these two talk about, because see, I had to cut that one off, right? Oh, I had an interview over here at this job, but let me kind of go over here and interview at this job too, just in case, right? Then you can kind of weigh up what your options are. But again, if you put all your eggs in this one basket and you interview and they don't call you back, then yeah, you might feel overly anxious and you're overthinking and you're draining, and now you pessimistic because you riddled with anxiety. And now you're not listening to your intuition and your gut because you're so riddled with anxiety. You're so in your head. Apply for this job, apply for this job, apply for this job. If job number one don't call you back, too, you still got two other jobs. Let's say these two jobs call you back. Maybe they both want to hire you. Cool. Now you, person watching, can make the decision of which one of these is best in alignment for me. What's paying me the most? What feels good? Because again, you can still go with one job, but what if you hate it? What if you like, oh, this is not at all what I thought it was gonna be. This is actually a really, really horrible job. And I hate that I started working here. Okay, well, so again, it's giving your internal world. is tied, like your external world, excuse me, is tied into your internal world. Your thoughts co-create with the universe. Your thoughts co-create with God. Your thoughts co-create to manifest. So it's so important for you to not think about what you don't want to happen, but to always think about what you do want to happen when it comes to your happiness. When it comes down to thinking about what really fulfills you and what really makes you happy. Again, you have the high priestess here down below at the bottom of the deck. You had the third chakra, third eye chakra, and the crown chakra here. So again, intuition is very, very, very big at this time. Using your intuition, following your gut, listening to your gut. I don't know why my nose itches so bad on the listening to your gut, right? And really manifesting and getting creative with how you're manifesting. Give me something with this sacral chakra. I'll wrap it on up. Give me something for the sacral chakra. Yeah, nine of a nine of swords reversed. So again, feeling confident in your body, feeling confident in who you are, but then also getting creative with your manifestations instead of like leaning into anxiety. Getting creative about how you're manifesting, getting creative in the ways that you do this. Yeah, Six of Wands reverse. Princess of Pentacles fell out reverse, but I'm not gonna take it. This makes me feel like, yeah, getting very creative in that. I think learning to creatively manifest can help you release um external validation, can help you release anxiety. For a lot of you, again, you're trying to manifest something. You're thinking a lot about what makes you happy. You're thinking a lot about where you want to be. You're thinking a lot about where you should be or where you're trying to go in order to achieve emotional happiness, emotional contentment, emotional satisfaction. For a lot of you, though, again, you're overthinking it. You're anxious. You're entertaining the draining thoughts. You're entertaining your disempowering thoughts. You're entertaining the thoughts that are misaligned with you. You're not thinking about what you want and focusing on what makes you happy. You're thinking about how shit can go wrong and that could further fuck up and be a detriment to your happiness. Okay? But again, in order to really build that stable foundation and to really find harmony in your life, you're going to have to open up your options and you're going to have to like again put eggs in different baskets, but you're also going to have to find a creative outlet in order to really manifest whatever your heart's desire is, whether it be short stories, writing, like I know a lot of people do that too. They'll kind of write a short story, um but it'll be laced with things that they want. Like I was on my way to work today and shockingly outside of my car I found $100. And then when I was on my way to work, I stopped by Starbucks for my coffee and there was a glitch in the system, so I got my coffee for free. And then, I went to go pay my rent early and I had a nice dinner date today. You know what I'm saying? Like people write short stories. Again, I like to visualize so I can like sit for 30, 45 minutes to an hour and just sit and meditate and like in my mind I can like vision and envision like again the way things feel, the way they smell, the way they taste, right? Visualizing walking down my stairs and then getting to my car and oh there's $100 on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like finding some creative ways to do that. It'll help you get rid of your like anxiety, but it'll also, like I said, help you get rid of feeling like you need that external validation, right? It'll keep you from feeling like six of wands reverse. When I look around my immediate reality, I'm not happy, right? Understanding that you don't have to see it reflected in your immediate reality to know that it's happening for you. But in order to accomplish that, you would have to do away with the anxiety, and that really be the hard part. Because between the overthinking and the anxiety of it all, you fuck up everything. Now you feel like things aren't going to work out for me. That was a waste of time. That was stupid. Why did I do that? How much longer? You know what I'm saying? Now you got extra frustrations, so it's like make sure you watch that. Again, magician in the mirror. You are a master manifester. You are a co-creator. Co-create with the energies around you and the world around you. As you do that, focus on what you want to happen. and listen to your intuition. Okay? There's a particular deck I want to use. Why do I feel like it's not by me? And I feel like it's over there. Damn it. Um, choose this one. I can never have the Oracle deck by me that I won't by me. It's always got to be somewhere else around my room somewhere. Give me one Oracle to get us up out of here to confirm and close out our message here. Again, the Empress is down at the bottom of the deck. Up under that we have the Hangman. Up under that we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay? Let me just say this. Success is inevitable. You will be happy. You will be overly successful. You will have all of the fruits of your labor. You won't ever have to want for anything. The Empress is just asinine success. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like success is an understatement. The Empress card is victory. It's surplus. It's having so much that you could give to another motherfucker. Right? So whatever you're fighting for, wanting in your life, you might feel stuck right now. Again, that's why it's so important for you to watch your intrusive thoughts and making sure that your thoughts in your mind aligns with what it is that you need. Because for right now, you could feel stuck. Things could feel stagnant. Things could feel in limbo, right? You will soon start to see tangible evidence and progress in your reality. The Three of Pentacles is a card of saying that all of your hard work will pay off. Your material possessions will start flourishing. Like you'll start to see your hard work literally coming into the reality. You'll start to see things come and form in the real world. Okay. You'll see material gain. You'll see progress. You'll see teamwork. If you're working with other people in your immediate reality on things, you'll start to see teamwork. You'll start to see, again, like tangible progress, real evidence that you can look, see, touch in your real life. Okay. But for right now, again, things might just feel stagnant. So it's a super important, like I said, for you to keep your thoughts in alignment and understanding that, again, the possibilities are endless. Anything can happen. Like I said, there's a door on the floor of this car. You see it? So imagine that door opening. Imagine you thinking that it's doors are on just along the walls, and it's a door on the floor that fuck around and open up for you. You know what I'm saying? So just be positive, be open to how these like doors and possibilities and opportunities could present to you. Be open to the fact that they are being presented to you. It just might not be like a fast process. It might not even be right now because things could be currently in limbo. Yeah, fulfillment. That's literally what I said. So if there's any card that would further like confirm what I'm telling you is this, the fulfillment card. As you can see, there's literally pomegranate wine. This is a card to say, hey, you can either see this as, so why does it look like that? You could either see this as half empty or you could see this as half full, right? The fulfillment card is a card about that. How can you look at the fulfillment that's in your life right now and be grateful for it, right? Yeah, you might only have a half a glass of pomegranate wine, right? But it's better than nothing. Yeah, we would like a full glass, but it's half full, right? Again, you either gonna see it half empty and go, oh, I only have a half a glass of wine. Or you're going to look at this and go, I only have a half a glass of wine, but it's half full. And it's better than being completely empty, right? Fulfillment card. How can you give gratitude for what's happening right now in your life? How can you be fulfilled with what's already in your life right now until you get to where you're trying to go? Again, you might not have romantic love. Maybe you looking around like, God, where's my person? Where's my man? Where's my woman? Where's my wife? Where is my soulmate? But how can you be appreciative for friends that are showing up in your immediate reality right now who, yeah, they might not be a romantic partner, but your friends show up for you, they show out for you, they make sure that you want for nothing, they make sure that you're heard, they make sure that you're seen, they shower you with love. Yeah, you might not have 5 million in the bank account, but you got 500 and your bills are paid and you don't have to go to bed hungry, and we should just find fulfillment in that, right? Yeah, you might want a bigger car, but how can you find fulfillment in the car that you have until you can get that new one? How can you find fulfillment in the current apartment that you have right now until you get that new one? In your current situation right now until you get into a better situation, whatever the situation in your life is. But as you work through that fulfillment, as you work through that feeling, right? And learning how to have gratitude and contentment and fulfillment in your life until you get to that space. How can we also, again, understand that even though we're not where we want to be, to not only be grateful and find fulfillment and contentment where we are, but to, again, work on our mindset and our thought process and our focusing on empowering thoughts instead of disempowering thoughts, in order to further bring those manifestations to life so we can see them reflected into our reality. Yes, this is a half full glass of wine, but I know next time I pour it, it's going to be full. It ain't got to be half full. I ain't going to have just a pomegranate wine and half glass full of pomegranate wine. I'm going to have a full bottle so I can pour me a full glass. I might not have that right now, but I'm gonna thank God for this half full glass of wine anyway. I'm gonna thank God for these $50 I got in my bank account, even though all my bills is paid. Even though I would love to open my bank app and see 5 million in that mother, okay? but I'm gonna be quite happy with this little 50. And I'm gonna thank God because even though I only have 50 in my account, my rent paid, I'm not hungry, I have clothes on my back, I have shoes on my feet, and I have something cold to drink, and I have a warm, nice, comfy bed to be in. Everything else is coming to you. But you won't be able to tell that, you won't be able to know that, and you won't be able to feel that until you get out of your head and into your intuition. On top of, because your intuition and discernment and spiritual ability to stay in alignment is going to be what single-handedly brings and attracts everything else into you. But the more, again, you entertain the draining thoughts, the stressful thoughts, the more you sit here and, disempower yourself mentally, telling yourself it can't happen, won't happen. Oh, I just feel so sorry. I'm always going through some, oh, my life, and oh, yeah, you're gonna stay there because it starts with you. It starts with making sure that you're mentally in alignment. Okay. Honorary mentions. I know I saw Pisces. Empress is here, so I'll say Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. What? Cancer, Taurus, Libra. I guess Virgo, since I didn't try to say Virgo, but it came out anyway. Pisces. Um Scorpio, and that's kind of all I'm getting for right now. Okay. Thank you again so much, though, if you've gotten this far on my video. I really appreciate it. Give me some thumbs up. Let me know how this resonated. Subscribe, join our family over here. I'm trying to grow us. Okay. Again, let me know how this resonated, if this resonated for you. And yeah, make sure that you just work on your mindset, man. I know it's so cliche. It's easier said than done and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you really in the thick of it, it's so hard to try to empower yourself when you look around in your immediate reality and shit and feel like there's nothing around you that's empowering you or motivating you right now. But again, you're gonna have to do that for yourself. This is like one of those times of being your biggest cheerleader. If you don't remind yourself that you can do it and will do it and that it's gonna get done, you'll always kind of stay in this rut of just feeling like, I don't know, like you want to feel sorry for yourself or feel sorry for your situation. You know what I'm saying? Same thing my divine team told me. Get up. Same thing I had to tell myself. Get up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Ain't shit wrong. You are able bodied. You got breath in your body. You are able to move, hustle, work. You don't gotta have nobody put your clothes on for you. You don't gotta have nobody feed you, wipe your ass or nothing. Get up. Get up, get up, get up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for your situation. Get up and do something about it. Like I said in the beginning of this, that won't apply for everybody. I understand that some circumstances really are out of your control. Sometimes it's bigger than you. Sometimes it's, family, friends, a lack of money to where, it really does take a mental toll, but you have to fight even in the face of adversity. So for some of you, again, where it's not like a physical thing that you can control your mindset. You can control your attitude about what your current circumstances are. And yes, like I said, it's harder. It's easier said than done. But it's worth the fight. It's worth fighting your own intrusive thoughts to say, I'll never get out of my mama house. I'll never escape this toxic relationship. I'll never be able to escape my toxic family or whatever insert thing here. But again, you can't change toxic family and baby daddies and baby mamas and fucked up friends, but you can change your attitude about your process until you get on the other side. For others of you, this is something that is in your control. So for others of you, you can do something about it. You just have to do something about it. And as you do something about it, you just have to, again, keep empowering yourself that your hard work is going to pay off. But how can you find fulfillment and gratitude in what you have right now? Okay. Again, my name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. Like, share, subscribe, give me some thumbs up, send something to the algorithm. And yeah, I'm going to try to make sure I come back sooner than this next time so it won't take a little over a week for me to like drop some new content. But I appreciate y'all for being patient with me as always. And yeah, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Be possible. And I'll see you over on the next video.